video that you're about to watch, or this group of videos, was another Trex composite deck that we built, and I didn't start video until after the deck was built. Not a how-to. This is not a how-to.
Our news team has just received information that Matt Jackson from the infamous channel Adventures of a Handyman has just declared his last video not a how-to. I repeat, not a how-to. Okay, back to you, Jim.
But this is just me putting aluminum posts and rails on this deck. There's another video that I made where I got into a pretty good bit of depth on how to install the posts, how to line them up, how to cut the rails, how to install them. We'll put a link to that in this video right about now. But due to the COVID virus, my rails usually take 2 weeks to come in. Took 5 weeks to get these. So this deck sat here for, well, it sat here for a couple of weeks because I thought the rails were coming in. Then it sat a couple more weeks after we got it built. So about 3 weeks, I think, after we finished it, I got some rails in. Well, luck would have it, I only ordered exactly enough because these rails are expensive. I cut one of the rails wrong. I had a black rail to spare, so I put it in so that the guy's dogs couldn't get off the porch. But it took 7 weeks to get that one set of rails in. So, just like with everything else, and I'm sure other people experiencing it, the coronavirus has manufacturing at limited capacity. So man, this deck took, from time I got my deposit to the time we finished, was right at 3 months. So just a long time on this one. But anyway, that's what we got. All right, this is the deck I built. It's been 3 or 4 weeks ago now. Well, we built, or added on to. Been waiting forever on our handrails and posts to come in. They finally came in. We're gonna put them in today. But this is clamshell in the center. No, I'm sorry, foggy wharf in the center. Clamshell exterior. We put some lattice around the bottom, but these colors look pretty, turned out pretty good. And you can see the way I'm doing my stairs now, kind of picture framing around those edges too, so you don't end up with a cut edge. The only thing I don't like is that. Got to figure out a better way to do that. But anyway, got a little platform up there. This is about 20 by 20 minus this little section. But this deck originally was wooden and stopped here, so we added all this on. So I'm gonna go around today and put my posts and rails on, which is right here. This is my post, this is my pickets, and that's the rails. Got my saw set up with a metal blade, which makes a huge difference as far as time goes. So I'm gonna see how much I can get done today. It is 8:30 on the money. I'm all set up. I got here about 8. It took me forever to back into this little driveway. Couldn't even leave my truck on the trailer. So anyway, see how much I can get done today. All right, you can see it is exactly 10 o'clock. So an hour and a half, I got all my posts up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's one back there. 8, 9. All these are 38 inches, except this one. You have to get a taller one at the bottom of the steps. So that's 44 if I'm not mistaken. But I got these in pretty quick. Got these little trim pieces that go on, but those are all bolted in. There's about 4-inch lag screws. Every now and then I had to get a, I don't think I got, yeah, there's actually a shim under that one. Not every other one I have to shim just to get it nice and plumb, but you can't tell. But these are rock solid, and that's just a little cap that goes on, and you slide this piece on after you get them lagged in. What I normally do, like on this, I put one here, and I got one out there, then I ran a string from here to here, so that I could get that one lined up with it. And then I did the same out here. This one and that one, run a string like that. Then I can line that one up. And then let's get over here. We're over here. So I can line these all up. Put a string on that, pull it tight, set that one in place. So that's not bad, hour and a half for 9 posts by myself. But I've done this quite a bit. I already had the blocking, or I keep saying I, but it was me and Connor and Caleb. We already had the blocking underneath where these posts were gonna go, so they have something good and solid to lock into. So that saves you a lot of time when you get ready to put them in. You don't have to crawl under the deck and put blocking and all that. So now it's time for the rails. I'm gonna start putting them in. I'll put my angled rail in first just because it's a little more tricky, and then I'll start on these other ones. These pickets are hard enough to get in with 2 people trying to hold everything up. I showed on previous videos how I do that. I'm not going to show it again on this one, but I'll check back in a little bit. Okay, as you can see, I made a mistake, but for the record, 4:03. I would have been done at 3 o'clock, but I cut that last rail wrong. Had to go get the only thing I had just in order to keep this guy's dogs from getting out.
Thanks a lot, you idiot. Thanks a lot, Rachel. Thanks a lot.
So anyway, that stinks, but I'm all done for today. I think it looks really good. I hate I screwed up, but it's even worse because it's going to take 3 or 4 weeks to get that rail in. But what can you do? That's it. I didn't get into a lot of detail on this because I've made these videos before. See that one piece of fascia I got to get put on. But anyway, I made these videos before, so if you want more detail, go back and look at my other ones. But that is all. I did put all the way back at the back a piece of J-channel up under that siding. There's a gap running all the way across. So I popped a piece of J-channel in and that turned out good. Other than coming back and fixing that one rail and that one side, this deck is done. Okay, 7 weeks later, the rail finally came in this morning. It is 3:40 and we just got that rail put in. Everything looks really, really good. I really like the way these colors turned out. That's clamshell in the center. No, Foggy Wharf in the center and on the steps, and clamshell around the edges. It's been a long time since I made the first video, so I'm not sure what all I already said, but let's see how we did these stairs. Looks really nice. Got a little platform coming out of the house. White handrails and posts, and black square pickets. That's all. Alright, so that's that. You can see what I did. Again, it was limited information. I know I repeated myself some, which I always do normally, but it was just so much of a gap in time from when I put that black handrail in till I came back. So again, go back and look at that other video if you want to know how these things work, but this was just showing you what we did that day. Maybe I'll be a little more informative on the next video. Don't forget, if you will subscribe and if you will hit the notification button, that way you know when we put these videos out. We're going to try to push this channel a little bit more. I got a good editor now, so we're going to try to do a little bit better, make the videos more entertaining, more informative, and less of me dragging on and on. So I would appreciate it. A thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Hopefully we'll get to a point where we're maybe doing some giveaways for people when they like it and comment. But as always, thanks.